Testing one, testing.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, how are we doing this evening? Hi. Okay, we got a little crowd on this side. I'm just gonna this side is heavy with participation. But good evening, my name is Monique Williams, and I have the pleasure of being what the flyer said was a poetic MC. We'll see how much of that comes out this evening. Welcome to the Soul Care Cafe at TFCC. And we are excited about why we're here. There's a purpose in this space. The mission is to bring personal hygiene and winter accessories for the unhoused families in this community. So today we are excited about the opportunity to share together and also to bring items to share with those who will be in deep need come colder months. So thank you for being here and being part of that. Has anybody ever heard of black pearls? Who remembers black pearls? Was it more in the 90s maybe that we were kind of inclined to this? And if you have never heard of it, I suggest you get a copy of this. And it is a book, a compilation of all types of wonderful quotes and poetic statements that generally center people of color. And so in a second, I'm going to read from that just so we can kind of all come into the space together. But before then, I want to remind people, if you would like to share in poetry this evening, there is a sign up that will be available in the back with Lori, who you saw as you came in. And also, if you want to express yourself creatively and not poetically, we have a space right there behind you where there is paint. And it doesn't have to be for children only. You can paint as you listen, as you reflect, as you are present in this space this evening. So you are welcome here, and we will begin. So the page that really kind of jumped out to me this evening as I thought about who we are and what we are doing together is entitled Renewal. Renewal. I think we got some takers back there. Very good. When things got bad, I'd just sing Ave Maria, which is one of my favorite songs from childhood. It was my salvation. It gave me a reason to believe that things would change. That statement is from Aaron Neville. All of us, being human, have times that are awfully difficult. We are challenged in all sorts of ways. Poverty, failed love, both familial and romantic, addictions, etc. Some find spiritual sustenance in a song, in poetry, art, nature, and in their children. Others find it in church and through prayer. We should know what works for us, what brings us through our worst moments, and renews our conviction that life is worth living, that things will improve. On this day, you're challenged to take 5 minutes, and how about this next hour or so, to reflect upon what gives life meaning to you. Remember to use whatever song you hear or poetry you hear as a comforting image to help renew your strength when you are in despair, when we need inspiration, and to inspire us to move forward and keep fighting. I think as we do that this evening, and as we give in our donations, we know that not only will we find renewal, but we will give renewal to someone who will receive something from one of our gifts. So welcome this evening. I'm hoping that there is a poet in the audience ready to go. If not, we will keep our music going until then. So maybe I'll prime the pump and ask a question and see if anyone is just willing to answer the question. Is there a poem, a poetic statement, or anything that you say to yourself daily, weekly, monthly, or when you are down that inspires you? Is there a poetic statement? Anything that inspires you that you are willing to share with us this evening? Yes, someone behind us has a poetic statement to share.
So when I feel a certain way, I guess this is on, yeah. When I feel a little overwhelmed, I just do a simple 1 or 2 line prayer. And I just say, God, I thank you that you're with me and I'm not alone. And I repeat that as many times as I need to repeat it. God, I thank you that you're with me and I'm not alone. And then I begin to feel comforted.
How's everyone doing tonight? Great, great, great. How many of you know who Bill Withers is? Yeah, you want to go? Okay, you can come up here with me. Great. Okay, just 1 second. 1 second. All right, so I'm going to read this poem. It's titled Bill Withers, and this is from Cole Arthur Riley's Black Liturgies. In a burnt orange turtleneck, waits small above the last note to open his eyes. Old Glory, Whistle Teat, 1974. Sweat dripping down like his afro is raining, eyes closed. He's lost in himself, in what came from him. I know, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know that what is making him, that his making is making him. Eyes closed, waiting to be born, the sound contracting, a map unfolding. Bill Withers.
Hello. Eva.
Oh, wonderful. You did good. Thank you.
thank you, Dr. A, for sharing that beautiful poem, Bill Withers. So, my first question was, what poetic statement do you often quote to yourself or remind yourself of? Whether or not things are good, bad, or indifferent. And no one really had a thought for that one. So I have another question. When is the last time you actually saw a poetic moment? When's the last time you saw a poetic moment? If anyone has children, which I do not, I have a niece and nephew, I see poetry in them every day. In their words, in their freedom of dance, in their expression, in their moment of knowing and learning something new. I see it every day. Is anyone willing to talk about the last time they saw poetry in their lives? We'll listen to music and ponder that question.
I'm trying to think of one, but I can't. I'm just like blanking. I'm just doing music, so. You know, I was actually, was he the one that did Lovely Day? Who has the words? We can sing it together. I need the words. When I think of you and the world is on. I have the melody. Just one thought of you.
Who else knows a song? Y'all know these words, right?
A lovely day.
Lovely day, 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 lovely day. Symphony by Frank Horn. Is this dancing sunlight prancing through the windows of the limping room mocking us, who strain and stagger with cold steel and tottering on crutch or cane? Is this carnival of light mocking the ponderous rhythms and stumbling pace and the tears and gasps of supplication? Does it taunt or does it beckon with warm affection and hope? Are prancing light and faltering crutch variations of the dance of suns and moons and pain and glory, point and counterpoint to the baton of the maestro to whom all rhythms and periods are the stuff of the symphony of life? So Dr. A and I go way back, and one of our classes helped to shape the value of sound and busyness in our space. Clacking and clanging, children making their unique sounds, even though it may not be an environment when it's okay. And I cannot remember the book. Dr. A might, I think it was Homemaking. But it challenged us to recognize the fact that all the noise that sounds like it is clashing one with another, particularly in a world that we're living in right now, where we're banging against each other with our words and our intentions or lack thereof, if we really look at it through greater set of eyes, it's all symphony. There is all meaning, there is all melody, it is all music, which is why I chose that poem. So my first question was if you had a poetic statement to share that inspires you. My second question was whether or not you have an example of when you've last seen poetry. And I'm still going to sit with those two questions as we continue to listen to this beautiful music. As more people are walking in, we want to remind you that there is an option to express yourself through painting in the back corner, and also an option to sign up to share if you would like. Remember, all poetry does not have to rhyme. So whatever is in your heart and spirit to share, you are welcome to do so. Back to Black Pearls. There's a statement or a page called activism. I'm wondering if there's anyone else aside from myself that feels like my voice is being silenced today. And I don't mean today like the last 24 hours. I mean today in society that is shaping around us. Is there anyone else that feels like they may be losing their voice or being silenced? Activism. If you have a microphone, you have a responsibility to make your opinions known. John Singleton. A film director has the ability to project his vision of the world, to make a statement or pose a question, to help us see things more clearly or in a different light. But what can we do to make our opinions known? Most of us don't feel we have the microphone. We don't want to look like hollering fools either. There are ways to be heard, to get across the things we view as important. The idea is to be alert and active. If an issue in our community concerns us, we can write letters, call offices of politicians, sign petitions, go to town hall meetings. We all have access to the microphone. We all should make our opinions known. Repeat after me. My voice is important.
My voice is important.
And I pledge to make it heard today. And since y'all made that pledge, the microphone is open. To the next person, I didn't plan any of this, we just flowing. To the next person who wants to make their voice heard. momentarily, we'll be transitioning to song and poetry by those in the audience. But I do want to encourage people, you do not have to sit completely still. We still have the painting option in the back, and there are refreshments in the back that you can go and enjoy. So please feel free to move freely. This is that space, and so we want you to enjoy yourself. So paint in the back, refreshments in the back. Please enjoy. So our first poet is Marvell, who will either read or recite Live Life. Please welcome Marvell.
Hello, family. So good to see everyone tonight. I am doing something for the first time, so that's on my bucket list. Try something new. So as I do this poem, it's first of all, I do not have the rights to the song, okay, to the music. You will know the tune when you hear it. And when I say the words live life, do it in the same tone that I do it in and the same velocity. Meaning, if I say it soft, say it soft. If I say it loud, say it loud. If I say it slow, say it slow. Okay? Can I get that?
Yes.
Great, great, great. I hope you enjoy this. Yeah? Yeah. Live life. When I say live life, you say my life, okay? Live life.
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Live life. Take your gift of life, the gift given from He and He alone. Live it freely, wherever and whenever, though it may make some comfortable or uncomfortable. Take it. There's 24 hours in a day, and that's not long enough. Make the most of it. Make wise choices. Have fun. Go far. Along the way, prove them wrong. Live life.
My life.
Live life. Live life.
My life.
Anthony Bell and Jill Scott, two musical geniuses, wrote it best. Live life like it's golden.
Yeah.
Live life. Live life.
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Whose life?
My life.
Whose life?
My life.
Take the time to find yourself and be sure to fight against what's wrong. Take the time to find what makes you happy. It could be through a simple song or through words of encouragement to someone Walk a life of expressionism. Be an example. Stand tall. And as you let your joy unfold, be told. Take it. Your gift of life is not to be taken lightly. Always thank the one who gifted it. Cherish it and respect it, because it can also be taken quickly. Live life.
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Play the God in you. Continue to represent his glory, and he'll be proud of you. Live life.
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Whose life?
My life.
Whose life?
My life.
Live life.
My life.
Live life. Thank you.
Let us acknowledge that beautiful poem again by Marvell. Live life. Good job. Following directions. Okay. We got a little song coming. You ready? Okay.
Just a little simple little worship song I'm going to do really quick. You can join in if you know it. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, in what you hear, and let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. We exalt thee. We exalt thee. We exalt thee. Oh Lord, we exalt thee. We exalt thee. We exalt thee. Oh Lord.
Just in time for the next poem, Prayer of the Broken. Prayer of the Broken by Patrice.
Is it okay if I answer your two questions? All right. So the first question was a poetic statement. And I don't know if anybody's watched the live version of Winnie the Pooh. So in that show, movie, he says, I always walk away from where I've been to get to where I'm going. So for me, kind of had stagnant events in my life that kind of stayed the same. And I realized that I had to walk away from the same things to get to where I needed to go. And then poetic moment was, by me doing so, I end up defeating a lot of the homelessness that I was dealing with. Sunday actually makes a year of me being in my home. So, and then this is Prayer of the Broken. So it kind of starts off with silence creates the loudest thoughts, the longest pastime, and silence I run the mind. I don't think my emotions I have no more control, but yet I can't scream. Through silence, and that's when the depression takes control. Loud, noiseless screams and aroma my heart it feels. Now I crumble, the silence I create, don't feel it, don't feel it, don't fumble. Breathe, don't show it, but if you don't place it, it won't fit. Now thoughts takes its deposits and the rest starts to click and the rest starts to click because now it's time to give in. To the countless drain of depression pulling on my pain, I'm screaming help me, but how's it helping? When no one hears because I'm screaming through silence. So, dear God, I'm completely broken. I've poured out a sin, lost my friends, and my heart yearns for your love. I've searched for peace on my own, and I try to do it alone, but I'm asking you to come back home because I need you in my comfort. Someone heal the hurt, because now that I'm broken, I can't put the pieces together the way that I want to. I'm praying for guidance like never before, and I'm asking you to heal my most darkest places. And you pull me out to face it, and I pray that my mind becomes free from clouded judgment and remove me from my shadeful friends. I pray that my heart heals from brokenness, and I pray that I learn that I can do this. And that the dark days, dark clouds, thoughts fade away, because here there's no room for it to stay. I pray for ultimate change because I don't like my ways. I pray for strength to not fall into sin. May God, you said not to put faith in a man, and yet I made man my own God. Now that I've fallen, I see my own faults, and yet you stayed through it all. And I pray for forgiveness within myself, because I wouldn't allow you to help. I pray for eagerness to get up, for I'm not doing enough. I pray that each time that thought passes, you surround me with full knowledge, and that you will not allow me to crash. That you won't turn on me from my past, and that with your judgment, your love still lasts. Because I carry abandonment issues and know they're not with you but people. And I pray that I learn to love myself. Lord, the pain hurts so much, and I can't allow people in my touch. I ask you to give me someone to love, someone who loves me unconditionally, who I can be myself and be free. And I pray for my kids, they don't carry the same generational curses. Because I swear in my heart, they don't need that hurt. And any burden that I may have laid on them, that any pain that I may have caused, that their little hearts heal. And unlike me, they're able to feel my God change my family, because we are the cause of our own burdens. We the women accept so much abuse, we become the posters of misuse. I'm praying this to you, and I'm praying for you to heal our youth, to make them not the same and make the same mistakes as we used to. My God, I'm asking you to continue to break me so I can learn to continue to be humble and to keep receiving love for you. I pray that I learn to be grateful for life. And when I'm blessed to be someone's wife for the second time, that he treats me like my Lord, I pray that I'm healing, that it comes easily, and I pray that my mind finds itself free. I pray that my heart no longer yearns. My heart no longer yearns for love, because I know that my love comes from. I pray for a healed heart, a free mind, and an unconditional love. I pray for no longer yearning. I pray to know that I'm deserving. I pray for strength. And with that being said, I pray for all of that. Amen.
That was beautiful. So if you couldn't think of your poetic moment, you just saw one. We saw transparency, and you saw confession, and you saw healing in action. So let's please give Ms. Patrice another acknowledgement for that beautiful moment. And as you were reading, I was thinking about how you're exemplifying self-love. How often do we smile when we look in the mirror? Frequently, we're too busy focusing on the flaws we find. What a shame we don't learn to love ourselves the way we are. We talk about our imperfections, thereby assuming that there is such a thing as perfect beauty. Sad to say, some African Americans are still allowing ourselves to be guided by European notions of beauty. We can't lose sleep over the hang-ups of our brothers and sisters, but we can learn to compliment ourselves when we look in the mirror. With practice, it becomes more authentic. I hope that each time you look in the mirror, you smile. I am moved. me get this piece of paper and figure out who's next. We are now going to welcome Divine Joy, who will recite Game Changers. Divine Joy will recite Game Changers. Are you here in enough space? I see somebody acting like they're getting up back there. That's right. Please welcome her to the stage.
Good evening. Anyway, thank you for that, Michelle. I called Patrice. Well, she knows I called Michelle, but yes. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for that. That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to read a poem I wrote last day or so. And like my brother Marvell, this is my first and probably my only, but I'm going to grow a little courage right now because we're about to do this. So I call this piece Game Changers, and my idea of poetry is what I've seen on, I don't want to say TikTok, anyways, in social media. And once or twice in my young days, I would go to places where they were doing poetry, and I was fascinated with it. And I still am. And so I'm going to attempt to act like I know what poetry is in this moment, and I'm going to do this. So this is called Game Changers. Balbina Cacho, a farmer. Victoria Herrera, a farmer, an entrepreneur. Doris Garcia, a farmer, entrepreneur, beautician, politician, a senator. Isani Blessing Alayode, fiercely unapologetic warrior. Game Changers. Kamala Harris, making history with persistence, demonstrating the power of justice and resistance. Game Changers. I want to be a game changer. To join the ranks of the game changers, those like Fannie Lou Hamer, civil rights activists who fought for our voting rights, like Ida B. Wells, who pushed back fearlessly, leading anti-lynching crusades, her game-changing skills of activism and organizing against the powers that be helped to silence the enemy. Like Amelia Boynton Robinson, who came alongside Martin Luther King and planned the march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama in 1965. Never forget that bloody Sunday. Game changers are the likes of Allison Dunnigan. Dunnigan was the first African-American female member of the Senate and the first African-American female White House correspondent. And Shirley Chisholm, the first Black American woman elected to U.S. Congress and the first to seek a major party nomination for the U.S. president in 1972, just 2 years before I was born. She had a dream, and I know that you do too. Join with me in the ranks of the game changers like Diane Nash, who helped founded the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, Irene Morgan Kirkcaldy, and 15-year-old Claudette Colvin, who, like others, refused to give up her seat on the bus. Game changers like Daisy Bates and Ella Baker. These game changers lived through women's suffrage and, yes, civil rights, and they joined in the fight against Jim Crow because they were born for a time as this. Don't forget Suzanne B. Anthony, who sojourner truth in the shared struggle for inclusion and breaking down systemic barriers in the interconnected struggle for humanity. Ain't I a woman? You too are a game changer, like Harriet Tubman, the abolitionist and conductor of the Underground Railroad. See, we all fight battles untold. You see, you two are fearlessly and wonderfully made. And in the words of the womanist, Dr. Katie Geneva Cannon, we must do the work our souls must have. As I consider the commitment to joining the ranks of the Game Changers, I am thinking of Prathia Hall because it was her dream that ignited the dream for the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. I said I wanted to be a game changer. The ranks of praying, truth-telling women, Reverend Vashti Murphy McKenzie, Reverend Yvonne V. Delk, the womanist theologian, the Reverend Jacqueline Grant, and Reverend Renita Weems, the Reverend Monique Williams, the Reverend Latanya Agard, Reverend Natasha Fuller, Reverend Carla Murray, Minister Patricia King, praying, preaching, truth-telling women. Since there are fake kings out here trying to censor our voices, the truth still breaks through, no matter the weight it imposes. They try to bury us, forgetting that we are seeds. From struggle and darkness, a new hope proceeds. And still, like dust, we rise. Tina Turner once asked, "What's love got to do with it?" I say everything. First, we must get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. You must speak your truth even if your voice shakes. It's okay to rock the boat. This is why we can't wait. There is too much at stake. I feel the need to fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Those who rise up against me. Sometimes the temptation is to go back, forth and forth. But ain't nobody got time for that. Today it's important that you know who you are. See, they not like us. They not like us. You must put your boots in the ground. Join me in joining the ranks of the Game Changers. Divine joy.
I cannot tell that there are not professional poets in this room tonight. Beautiful. Divine joy, this is for you. Courage may be the most important of all virtues, because without it, one cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. Be courageous and be consistent. Please acknowledge divine joy one more time. We will bring one more poet up. After that, can we possibly have one more song? Wonderful. Our next poet is Shanette Fuller. Shanette Fuller, if you're in the house, we are excited to hear the poem, His Touch. Shanette Fuller. Please acknowledge her.
Good afternoon or good evening. So this is an original. It's funny because I was invited here, and I love poetry anyway. I love to read anything. So I try to be as original as I possibly can. So the title of my poem, as you know, is His Touch. Early in the morning, as I lie in bed, it is His touch that gives me the desire to move. When I feel as though the day is longer than I desire for it to be, I close my eyes and I think of His touch. A gentle breeze creeps across my face, and I am renewed and reminded of His touch. The warm sun reminds me that His touch is real. It is because of His touch that I stand strong and confident in who I am. His touch causes me to know that I am loved. Yes, one touch, and my life has been changed. It is because of His touch. Thank you.
the splendor of a king, clothed in majesty. Let all the earth rejoice, all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, and trembles at his voice. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? All will see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and the time is in his hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead 3 in 1, Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? All will see how great is our God. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? And all will see how great is our God.
Let's acknowledge our musician, Mr. Reggie Chandler, and our vocalist, Mr. Marvell. I want to remind everyone that there are snacks in the back that you can enjoy. And if there are any painters in the back that want to share what they painted and how they were inspired, you're welcome to do so. Just let me know. I also want to make sure that we give Miss Shawnette Fuller her just due and acknowledge her beautiful poem, His Touch. I'm excited now to bring up Carrie, who will recite Hey Black Child. Come on up, Carrie.
Good evening. Hey Black child, do you know who you are? Who you really are? Do you know you can be what you want to be if you try to be what you can be? Hey Black child, do you know where you're going? Where you're really going? Do you know you can learn what you want to learn if you try to learn what you can learn? Hey Black child, do you know you are strong? I mean really strong. Do you know you can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do? Hey Black child, be what you can be, learn what you must learn, do what you can do, and tomorrow your nation will be what you want it to be.
Hey, Black child, do you know how good you were just at this mic, Black child? How well you read and recited that powerful poem, Black child? Let's acknowledge her courage. Yes. I am happy to bring up Patrice as Patrice recites "To Live or to Die." Patrice.
So I'm gonna give a trigger warning. This one is one of the ones that I probably will be repeating for years because it's actually part of a testimony. And few people know of it, so I'm just kind of gonna give that trigger warning every time I read it. I am a mental health advocate, and To Live or to Die is from a personal experience of suicide, which, as the song goes, "How great is our God," he's awesome, because without him I wouldn't be here.
Amen.
So I'm gonna start it off. I hear the judgment behind your eyes, the story you tell, the lies. Your misinformed visions of me because of you, of the insides you can't see. My inner thoughts, my precious, I have fought, and every day I'm in the battle, but every day I hide the battle. But time after time, day after day, depression pulls and lingers me down. Anxiety is you who I found, because what will happen to my babies? Do they really need me? I silently pull the trigger, pretend the bullet's released by my finger. It's a quiet pain that controls my mind. It controls the emotions of mine in a bond. My inner cautious fights me. My mind bangs insults to me. I can't breathe. Here I am struggling. Life haven't been good to me. Remember my teenage traumas, no one knows, not even my mama. And yet I'm still here, unfortunate events. If I could tell life rebirthed me, life rating 1 out of 10. Right before I go, ask God forgive me for my sins, and as many times I tried, I'm still here to no end. I don't understand my fears to live or to die, but I can't even get suicide right. Forgive me, but attack after attack mentally replays me back to back. I feel the pain as I cry out in sympathy, sympathy no one knows but only me. Throat swollen discomfort, I just want to stop the hurt. I reached out and instead you judged me, and all you want to do is benefit from what I succeed. I deal in silence the pain, my silent killer, silently screaming, someone heal her. Toxic thoughts fight back and discuss the weakness she carries is far than worse. She toys the thought of no more her, she feels and this must be the cure. Once again, my fear is to live or to die. I don't know the answer in my final goodbye. I just want to wake up, I just want to feel fine. I want happy thoughts to be just mine. I don't think it's death that I want, but a quiet mind. A healed heart, an easy start, an empty past. I wonder happy thoughts, I remember them last. Everyone seems unhappy in the very person who is me. And all I want to do is figure out why. Let me say this again. Throat swollen discomfort, I just want to stop the hurt. I reached out, but instead you judged me. All you want to do is benefit from what I succeed. I deal in silence the pain, my silent killer silently screaming, someone heal her. Toxic thoughts fight back and discussing the weakness that she carries is far than worse. She toys the thought of no more her, she feels the empty, this must be the cure. Once again, my fear is not to live or to die. I don't know the answer in my final goodbye. I just want to wake up and feel just fine. I want happy thoughts to be just mine. I don't think it's death that I want, but a quiet mind. Healed heart, easy start, empty past. Wonder happy thoughts, I remember them last. Everyone seems to be unhappy in the very person who is me. And all I want to do is figure out why. I'm afraid to live or to die. No one wants to live in discomfort. I just want to stop the hurt. An empty hurt, a broken feel, my loneliness. My mind rumbles a complete mess. Toxic trash, brokenness, a sunken place. I succeed. Depression pulls me into greed. Mind crushed, the feeling of dead. Attacking anxiety, invaded by dread. I just want to be at peace, and I just want to be at ease. And if the pastor says, if all hearts and minds are clear, but what if minds is unclear? Do I stay or do I go? And all I want to do is figure out why I'm afraid to live or to die. I'm so freaking tired of this awakened distress, and I'm learning. I'm learning to use my discernment. I'm learning to grow. I'm learning to change. I can't stay the same. And so with that being said, there's a lot that's to be continued. Thank you.
Patrice, you gave a trigger warning, but we shouldn't be triggered by truth. And your poem thoughts are very apropos for this month, which is Suicide Awareness Month. And in our community, we're getting better, but we are nowhere close to being transparent, one, about our own feelings and emotions, and also being okay with entering into someone else's that is unpredictable and sometimes unbearable. So what I'm hoping and praying for you and anyone else that has ever been in that space, and trust me, it is more than one here, that we find that safe space where people are not triggered by your truth. Thank you again for sharing. Let's acknowledge Patrice and her transparency. Thank you. I am happy to bring up Ashley Simone. Ashley Simone, Married to Fear. Ashley Simone.
How's everybody doing today? Awesome. So my name is Ashley. I work at Stand Up Speak Out of North Carolina. We're located in Durham, and we do a lot of healing through the arts. I'm also new to Raleigh. I just moved here from Green Bay, Wisconsin. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Green Bay, Wisconsin, yep. So me and my 2 kids, we just moved here 3 months ago, and we do love it. So I'm going to do a poem called Married to Fear, and I feel like I wrote this poem after I found myself in, like, intimate conversation with God. And I kind of, a year ago, I asked for 2 things. I said, God, show me so that I know, like, what's stopping me from being everything that you see me as. And then I also asked him to clear my circle, like anything that's not for me, remove it. And those are 2 of the most just painful prayers that you can pray for, because if you don't know vulnerability, those 2 poems will break you down before they build you up. So, so that's when I wrote Married to Fear. I used to think that my ex was my worst entanglement, but I'm realizing it was really fear. I found myself asking it the same questions I used to ask him. What do you want and why are you here? Just like him, it came to me in the form of comfort, but it's become my glass ceiling. See, he used to block the blessings I was chasing, but fear blocks the blessings I'm already destined. You ever been on an escalator? You stand in one spot. You don't have to do much. It just takes you up. Well, fear is that voice telling you to turn around, go back down, you left something behind, or sis, this just ain't your time to level up. As of recently, I find myself in intimate conversation with fear. I guess because it's starting to conflict with all those affirmations I got written on my mirror. So here I am, as vulnerable as can be. Then I said, why you so close to me? Every time I envision what's supposed to be, here you go making my purpose look like a ghost to me. When I close my eyes, I can see my future clearly, but then there you are shadowing and bringing up my past to me, trying to convince me that I'm just Ashley, trying to take the power out my name, messing with the dopamine chemicals in my brain. This addiction is worse than anything I've ever seen. Fear deteriorates your spirit and works your mind as it works to your heart. It's like one minute I tell myself, I got this, I'm built for it, and it was meant for me. But right before I make a move, there you are popping up and making yourself seen. It's almost like you stalking me. But if I can be honest, the truth is I've befriended you. Your presence has made my purpose too modest. Truth is, late at night, I'm laying next to you, letting you whisper in my ear, telling me all the things my vulnerable child wants to hear. So subconsciously, I made peace with just standing here, and now I'm stagnant. There's a lot of pressure that comes with letting you go, and your safety net just clings to me like a magnet. I've made you my superhero because I keep you on me like a cape. And underneath that cloth, I've tricked myself into thinking that you're the boundary that keeps me safe, confusing you as the fine line between stability and stepping out on that limb of faith. I give myself so many excuses on why I need you, so I let you stay. You put a ring around my goals. At this point, we engaged. I'm walking down the aisle with my head held down, and success has become my widow. I'm ashamed. Because for so long, I chose you over growth, and I know I can't have you both. So now I'm stuck, married to something that's far worse than bad luck. But some days, now most days, I ask the question, if I didn't have this spirit tied with fear, where would I be? And for a second, I start to build in my mind what seems like it could only be a fantasy. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to fathom failure, but I think the thought of not knowing is even scarier. So what do? What do we do? We've been around so long, we've become one, we are inseparable. But I got to kill this version of myself. To death do us part. I'm using God's words as affirmations and with the dagger straight to the heart, praying that it penetrates. See, I don't need your voice in my head anymore telling me it's too late. I'm talking out loud to myself now and being deaf to everything you say. So I thank you for the years you gave me. A version of me needed that rest. But this new level is not fit for you. I'm officially divorcing you for what God says is success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley Simone. And welcome, although I'm not even in this state, welcome. I've lived in this state. It's beautiful. And we hope that you feel embraced by all those around you. As you were reciting, I saw a statement, victimhood. One of the reoccurring success themes in the African American community is the frequency with which being a victim actually drives our ambition. To be African American implies that at least once in our lives, if not over and over again, we have known the meaning of victimization. Perhaps it was when we tried to get a promotion or when we're held back, when we browse through certain stores and are treated like would-be thieves. If we are angry, let's use the anger. The idea is to create a world where we feel less victimized so that generations of African Americans to come will know victimhood less and pride more. We've got someone else coming right back up here. Carrie wants to recite As a Man Thinks. Acknowledge Carrie.
So this is something that my mom would make us recite before school so we could go into school with a positive mindset. And the title of it is As a Man Thinks. Today I will think like a dynamic servant of God because I am what I think. I am not always what I think I am. I am what I think. I am not what I eat. I am what I think. Clothes do not make the man. Thinking makes the man. Therefore, I will keep my thought process active and open to the voice of God. God did not call me to a life of failure, but to a life of success. This being so, I cannot fail as long as I do His will, allowing Him to work in and through me, motivating my every thought. Because my God is a big God, I will think big with confidence, knowing my thoughts can never be bigger than my God. Today, I will think like the Apostle Paul when he said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. It's a beautiful affirmation to begin any day. So we are soon coming to a close. So if there is anyone else who feels inclined, we got one hand. Anyone else? We're going to open up the space. And if we have one hand back here, and then we will actually, oh, is it two people? One? Okay, come on up. It's always the reluctant ones that are going to just blow it out of the water.
Okay. I don't normally do this. But I actually just wrote this sitting there. Okay. Whew, okay. My name is Deborah. Breathe, 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 for I am with you always. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Rest in the bosom of my arms, find comfort there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Trouble don't last always. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You say you trust me, but you won't let me go. You won't let go, and you won't let me in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember long ago when I was there, how quickly we forget. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Let me handle this. Rest, I got this.
again, another example of poetry in action. Having written this by the inspiration of the moment, thank you for sharing. You said it's Miss Deborah. Can we please acknowledge Miss Deborah again? Final call. Any of our artists in the back want to share? Yes, ma'am. Come on up. I saw you raise your hand before.
My name is Lauren, and I'll be presenting my art. It's not finished, but I painted her like this because it reminded me of a person. Reminded me of me when I was a child. When I was a child, I was also self-conscious about myself. I was quite afraid making friends, scared of talking to people that I didn't know. But when I got used to it, wasn't so bad. I just needed somehow on the way.
We'll have one more song by our maestro and then end with a poem from Dr. A.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Worthy, worthy, for he is good. Yes, he is good, for he is worthy, worthy, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Yes, he is good, for he is worthy, worthy, for he is good. Yes, he is good, for he is worthy, worthy, for he is good. Yes, he is good, for he is worthy, worthy, he is good. Yes, he is good, for he is worthy, worthy, for he is good. Yes, he is good.
Hey, he is good. I hope everyone had a good time tonight. Let me know if you had a good time. Would you come back again? All right. Look, we have a lot of food left. So if you didn't get a box, or if you did get one, please take some snacks home. We just want to thank you all again. The point of coming together in this way is to ensure that we have an opportunity just to create opportunity, create a moment where we can be together, we can have fun, we can express all of the things that are significant to us, but grounded in a safe, positive atmosphere, understanding that all of this comes from God. All of this that we have comes from God. And this is our opportunity to show our young people that it's good to be in connection with others, that we can't make it on our own. We need each other. So I want to end tonight with a poem I actually dropped in the chat while tonight's event was taking place. And I wrote this poem as I was thinking about something Dr. Mo said when she said poetry in action. And it made me think about growing up and dancing in the streets. Any of you remember doing that when you were kids? Back when there wasn't so much traffic and you didn't have to worry about getting run over. We would get in the street at night and we would dance. And that word you spoke, poetry in action, made me think about those days when we felt free to dance in the streets. So this poem is dedicated to that memory, and I've titled it Poetry in Motion. We dancing, free in the streets, pop locking, waves flowing arm to arm, electric hope building joy, limb to limb. We dance to the funk syncopation, the drum beat of black power, otherworldly, a cosmic trip. We dip and trip, our hips sway, casting spells. Who do we do? Letting it do what it do. Joy flowing, the streets flowing, the streams of life like the Nile, carrying us back, far back, way back, lean back. Let it percolate while we wait for the next song, next beat, next time we meet up, hook up, link up on the block, grooving and moving, breaking and shaking chains and things, all the things that hold us down. Tonight we dance. I hope you all had a good time tonight. Please know that this is a place of safety and refuge and strength as together we declare God's glory and God's love in the world. I'm going to send you off with a blessing. May the God of hope, who continues to bring us together that we might enjoy strength and resilience in this place, may that same God go with you, giving you joy, giving you hope, helping you to dance, helping your hips to sway, your chin up and your shoulders back, knowing that you have all that you need with God to meet every obstacle, every challenge, every weapon. It cannot be formed or create anything for you that God has not already designed. No weapon formed against you will prosper. As you leave this place, know that God is on your side, with you and beside you. Go in peace.
Thank you, Dr. A and Dr. Mo, and to every single soul who made this event possible tonight. Thank you.